Thanks everybody for being here tonight. We do have two residents, I think, that have signed in and want to speak on two items. We're going to do that at the beginning. The first, I have David and Katie Smith that would like to address the council regarding the commercial rental business license. Is that you, David? If you can just come to the podium here and just state your name and address, and we'll do 3 minutes. Stephanie, you got the time for it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
My name's David Smith. I live at 1702 Diane Street, Southwest Decatur. I'm here to talk tonight about the commercial business license that was in the paper, front page of the paper. A couple of weeks before the article come out, me and my wife, we own a small rental place. It's an event center. We was approached and said we didn't have a business license and we needed to get one. So we went through the process. First thing, we had to get a certificate of occupancy. Building had to be inspected by the building department and the fire marshal. We corrected a few little things and got our CO. Then I went to get my business license, and they said I had to buy a business license for every year that I've owned the building. I bought 6 business licenses that day. Plus I had to pay a penalty for each business license I had previous. My question is, and like the paper said, it was enacted 21 years ago. Are they gonna make other business owners go back up to 21 years and buy a business license? I mean, it made me. Is that what, is that, you know?
Yeah, that's, I don't know that I can answer that as far as how we enforce that ordinance.
Well, the answer to that is no, we will not go back 21 years, we'll go back just like we did in your.
They made me go back as long as I owned the building.
Well, there's a limit on the number of years you can go back currently, what they did. But no, we would not go back 21 years.
But you would go back to the limit like they did.
What is the limit?
5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to know was
Yeah, I think-
everybody gonna have to go through the same procedure?
I would think so. I mean, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously this is new for us as well, so we're gonna take a look and try to make the best approach that makes sense logistically too from an administrative standpoint, but also at the same time, hold precedent just like we did with you, so.
Yeah.
Revenue and legal, finance will work together to come up with the best solution, so. At this time, I don't have an answer, unfortunately.
You gonna give me a refund?
If we don't do it for everybody else, it does need to be consistent. I hear what you're saying. I agree with you. So,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
yeah.
That's the goal, is to make people informed that didn't know they're supposed to have a license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, next we have Mike Roberson to talk about the sign. I believe it's resolution 21-181, approval of the Farm Homeowners Association locating entrance sign, flagpole, and other improvements.
Yeah, Mike Robertson, 4120 Clydesdale Way. And of course, we lost our sign with the extension of Spring Avenue. We had it there for 15 years, and the residents and all of us want a replacement sign, which we met with Herman and the the site commission for at least twice.
Right, building department and engineer.
Yeah, and so we cover all those bases to make sure we're in line with everything. So we just asked, we've got till July the 14th with our contractor, and then after that, I mean, he's holding our quote that long. Then after that, it's going, because y'all know what building materials are doing. Yes. It's going up, so we're asking for a, resolution or something so we can get him started and so we can, not spend any more money.
Okay.
And I do have a picture of, if y'all would like to see it, or if you've seen it, what it's gonna look like, or.
I live right down the road from there. And,
Okay. Yeah.
look forward to
It's,
seeing it.
it's gonna be very nice. I mean, it's gonna be an asset to the city as well as the, community there, so.
We've got that resolution on tonight to discuss, and then if we should have a vote on it next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you need from us as far as,
A picture, maybe, if you wanna leave that with Stephanie or anybody, just
well,
so
I've got
everybody
one
can
that's
see
not
it.
very good, but I tried
And
to
you can
print.
email it to us this week if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'll get the emails address, cause I've got
That's
a,
yours, I'll shoot you one real quick.
mgrjir@aol.com. That's just to give you a little sample of what it's gonna look like.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll shoot it back to you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do y'all have any other questions for Mike?
I need to,
Yeah.
no, I wanna, yeah, he's done a good job. But let me fill in the gaps, I'll feel better if we do that.
Please
No,
do.
What he's saying is correct, all right? No doubt. All right, we removed the sign when we did the Spring Avenue improvements. There was an agreement when the Peak family conveyed the property that it sits on for drainage, and it was a holding pond. And part of what when they conveyed it to us, they reserved the right to put a sign and other improvements back there. So what's going to occur is the Peak Properties LLC is granting them what's called a license, in other words, permission to use that property instead of them. And they anticipate putting up the sign, which I think is a very impressive sign, plus a flagpole, plus some lighting and some landscaping. At the entrance, it will not be in the bridle path right away, and it will not be in the Spring Avenue. We've worked together like he described, and to move it out of those two things. But that's what we're doing. So it involves a license or permission from Peak Properties LLC, and then the city of Decatur will grant permission to put it on the property also. So he did a great job, but I felt obligated that we needed to share that, so y'all have a full picture of what we're doing. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Herman.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions
Thank you.
for Herman or for Mike?
Lisa's still involved on this one? Lisa's still working on this one too?
She's on the
Perfect. If you need me.
Thanks, Mike. All right, we'll go through the agenda and get any questions answered that we need to and go from there. All right, first we will have approval of minutes, City Council Special Called Meeting, June 14th, 2021, 4:30 PM, June 14th, 2021, 5 PM work session, June 21st, 2021, 9:30 AM work session, and City Council regular meeting, June 21st, 2021, 10 AM. Any questions? Okay, next we have resolution number 21-156, authorize abatement of unsafe conditions at 823 Fifth Avenue Southeast. Public hearing set for August 2nd, 2021 at 6 PM. Mr. Lee.
This one may work itself out. The property may change hands and go into someone that's willing to do something with it. They're crunching the numbers now, but we'll move ahead until we know differently.
Okay. Any questions for David? All right, resolution number 21-157, approve request for a special event liquor license for Mosaic of North Alabama Incorporated, doing business as Riverfest on August 27th and 28th at Ingalls Harbor, located at 802C Wilson Street, Northwest, Decatur, Alabama 35601. Hey,
And they have met all criteria, so we recommend approval.
okay, any questions? Good to see Riverfest on here. All right, thanks, Lori. Next we have weed abatements. Mr. Lee.
No changes on any of these at this time.
Okay. Any questions on any of these? You want me to read them off, or?
No.
I don't have any questions. Okay, moving to resolutions. Resolution number 21-169, authorized spending from Animal Services donation line. You can give us a $3,500, right?
donations, and some of it's for help, well, basically it's to help meet the tethering law for those that do not have the money to do that. And also a wall that they're gonna put up pictures of animals that are going to a new home. One of the things. So it's about $3,500, but it's all donation.
Okay.
I don't see anybody from police that will answer that. Certainly not gonna be, you say it's there. Not gonna be him.
Okay, any questions there? Next is resolution number 21-170, declare surplus of municipal vehicles no longer needed by engineering sign shop.
Yes, this is a Ford F-350, and it has the flatbed and the stairs. They use that for the sign shop, and it does need some engine repairs and some minor scratches, and has, I think, about 114,000 miles on it. It's recommended for approval.
Okay, any questions? All right, resolution number 21-171, declare surplus of municipal equipment no longer needed by the engineering and street department.
Yes, this is 2 London Fog mosquito sprayers, and they're from 1994, and they are pretty much need to be scrapped. They're got weeds growing in them, and they're on a pallet, but they've been there for quite a while, and they're not working, so they just need to scrap them.
Okay, any questions for Becky? Thank you, ma'am. All right, resolution number 21-172, award bid number 21-020 for improvements at Austinville Park to E-Tech Construction. Alan.
Yes, this is one of our CDBG projects that we bid out. We did get 2 responsive bidders, and we're just asking to award the low. And this will be totally CDBG project, so it's in our budget. It's actually well under our budgeted amount, to be honest with you.
Okay. Any questions for Alan? Thank you, sir. Resolution number 21-173, approved vacation request 523-20, Morris Holdings LLC and Old House LLC for sanitary sewer easement.
This is a vacation of a sanitary sewer easement being requested for one of the Morris Brother developments.
Okay, any questions? All right, next we have resolution number 21-174, approved vacation request 530-21, Jerron McMillan, right-of-way vacation for a portion of an alley.
Vacation of a portion of an alley. It's located just off of 8th Street, close to the hospital.
Okay, any questions? All right, resolution number 21-175, approved vacation request 532-21, Land Services LLC for vacation of an alley right-of-way.
This one is an alleyway that is behind the old 9th Street Methodist, next to the Walmart Market development. Just vacating the rest of the alleyway that was vacated from Walmart.
All right, any questions? Is that the mayor? Hey, Mayor. I can't hear him. I don't know if he's talking to you or not. Hey, are you there? You were talking. I wasn't sure if that was for Lee or not. Okay. I got you. All right. Any questions on that one, the land services? All right. Resolution number 21-176, approved vacation request 533-21, Cook's Properties LLC for vacation of an alley right-of-way.
This is the old Lucky's property. An old alleyway was found in the portion that was the parking lot out front, and this is just to clean up their deed.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of the parking
It's right in the
lot.
middle of the parking lot. It was dedicated in 1888, and nobody even knew it was there until they started researching the deed.
That's one of the few plats you did draw. It's one of the things that predate Harmon.
All right. Any questions for Lee? Thank you, sir. Resolution number 21-177, approve amendment to CDG agreement to Modus at Carrington Improvements. Carl, anybody on the line?
Yes, Mayor Council, this is a project we had looked at last year. I had it designed, I guess using, not doing curb and gutter. That required some right-of-way acquisition, and after looking at the cost, buy the right-of-way and the headache to actually get the right-of-way, looked into doing a redesign for more curb and gutter and storm pipe system. And doing so, the total cost of the project between buying right-of-way construction will be about the same. So if the council wants to move forward with this project, then, I guess I need the money to be approved, for some additional redesign.
Okay, and that still just kind of keeps it with the turn lane, the same idea for improving that intersection?
Correct, same concept, just going from the non-curb and gutter section to a curb and gutter section where we don't have to require right of way.
Okay. All right, any questions? All right, thanks, Carl. Resolution number 21-178, approved CDBG 2020-2021 CAPER, I think.
Yes, this is our yearly consolidated annual report that we have to submit to HUD each year just to explain to them what we did this past year. So it just requires y'all's approval, so we're asking for you to approve this plan.
Okay, any questions for Alan? We can still hear you, Mayor. Thanks, Alan. All right, next we have Resolution 21-179, approved temporary residency deviation for Wanda Tyler, landfill recycling director. Rochelle.
Yeah. With Resolution 19318 in October 2019, Ms. Wanda Tyler was appointed as landfill director with a residency in the city of Decatur requirement. We have since learned that, and she's disclosed that she moved this year to a city of Decatur address, but is actually outside the city limits of Decatur. So we are asking for a temporary deviation from that residency requirement to give her time to make those changes here in the next 12 months. And she's here to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, does anybody have any questions?
Is that the entire extent of why we have this resolution on the agenda? Is that it in a nutshell? Well, not in a nutshell, is that the entire situation?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to address the
To address
residency.
the director level residency, much like we did last year with the other directors who did not live within the city of Decatur.
Yeah, is this, I guess that was my only question, is this similar to what I think Bruce Jones was an
Bruce
example,
Jones, Ricky Terry.
Is that, do we have something similar to this for that? Do you remember?
Well, we've had similar situations, yes, I don't remember one of our new department directors moving out of the corporate limits to another town's corporate limits.
But similar to an outside.
Very possible.
Okay.
But the main thing is, the resolution required
Bruce Jones
that she
did
live.
not even apply here.
What?
He said, yeah. Go ahead, Billy.
The Bruce Jones situation is not even be applicable here. He was gone before a new resolution was formed, or a new ordinance was formed.
Right, that's correct. That was because he was retiring and just not moved to the city. Basically, what it boils down to, the appointment was based on this individual living in our corporate limits as a department director. And that's no longer what we have. We have her living in a town of Price-Ville corporate limits. And so in order to meet the guidelines of that requirement, either the council waives it or says we're going to enforce the appointment as it was first done. And that's what it boils down to. So that's where we are. It's kind of unique to itself.
Okay. All right, any other questions? Thanks, Rochelle. All right, resolution 21-180, approve extension of video service agreement with AT&T Alabama.
Well, that's what, when it initially was approved, it was UVerse, and it continues. AT&T, that particular agreement has expired, and it needs to be extended. The terms of it are the same, except for the additional time. You know, just, it actually will go to 2024. They asked for 10 years. With technology like it is, we thought it was best to review it 2024.
Okay.
And they've agreed to that, so.
All right, any questions?
But there's no change in the terms of the agreement other than the terms when it expires.
Okay, thanks, Herman. Any questions for Herman? All right, the last thing we went over, approval of the Farm Homeowners Association locating entrance sign, flagpole, and other improvements. Anything else from directors tonight? Mr. DeMeester?
We have the appropriations deadline on the 1st of July. And I wanted to get something on the schedule for us to do the presentations for the people that applied, and needed to talk about dates because it will require a work session since we'll be in a quorum. Was thinking the week of July 19th to the 23rd, sometime in there. Typically it's 2 days. Recommendation is that we hold it to a 10-minute presentation to kind of keep things from being super long. It's
So
happened.
you'll know how many you've got.
Last year we had around 25-ish.
Okay.
So I think it's probably best to kind of do half one day and half the other. And that gives them the ability to kind of have a little flexibility when they come in as well.
Can you send us just an email maybe asking for times
Cool.
at work, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Works with me.
Okay, anything else from directors? All right, any, Mayor, you got anything? Okay. Anything else from council? All right, thank you, we're finished.